I tried going to his house, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah, because he lives in Palo Alto.
Did you press the button, go doo-doo, navigate to Zuck's house?
Yeah, basically. It's not far. He's 3 miles away from the Tesla California headquarters.
Wow.
But I don't know. There's nobody there.
He's probably in Hawaii.
He was, according to a spokesman, he was traveling.
Oh, yeah. It would have been wild if he was there.
Yeah,
what would you have said?
No, I literally, like, any time. I just thought it was funny to go, I'm coming over to your house. I'm going to get you.
That's even more funny when it's two of the richest guys in the world. Yeah.
So, anyway, he didn't answer.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, too bad. White thinks it would be a really big ticket fight.
It would be fucking huge.
Yeah.
I would commentate on that.
Yeah, the proceeds could go to charity and stuff. It'd be
huge.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. People would want to see what the hell's going on.
Oh, my God, it would be fucking huge. It would be really
crazy.
If they close the thing,
yeah,
and Bruce Buffer is in there,
yeah,
it's time.
Let's go.
The place would go fucking bananas.
Bananas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Does it have to be in the Coliseum? Would you agree?
No, I'll do it anywhere. I literally said anywhere,
right, anywhere,
anytime.
You know where you should do it?
Any rules.
You know where you should do it? The Sphere in Las Vegas.
The Sphere is great. Yeah, it's also just that UFC is not just jiu-jitsu. You can punch people.
Right. That makes a big difference.
Big difference.
Big difference. Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, MMA has changed the ideas of jiu-jitsu because there's a lot of techniques that people do where it works well in competition when someone's like grabbing your leg when you can't just rain down punches on their face.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unrealistic
if somebody's pounding in the face, it's pretty hard to be chill, especially if they're if somebody's got gorilla fists in your face.
Yes.
It's not going to be a good day.
Yeah. Carlson Gracie famously had a phrase that if you take a black belt, you punch him in the face, he becomes a brown belt. Punch him again, he becomes a purple belt. And so on and so forth.
If most people have not been punched in the face, I've been punched in the face. It just comes as a surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably does come as a surprise.
There's also even the UFC has a lot of limitations, like you can't do 12 o'clock elbows. So.
That's changing. They're getting rid of that.
You're allowed to do 12 o'clock elbows?
Finally. I've been singing that from the top of the roof forever.
Okay.
It's so nuts. It's so stupid. You know what it came from?
No.
It came from Big John McCarthy, who was the original UFC referee and pioneer of the sport. He was bringing this to athletic commissions, and they were allowing certain techniques, but one of them they wouldn't allow was the 12-6 elbow, because they saw those late-night karate demonstrations where someone would like smash bricks like that. They thought someone would die if they hit him with this.
Definitely going to sting.
Yeah, but it's not even harder than this one. This one's harder. Because this one, you can throw your body weight into it, and it's a more natural movement. Yeah. This is an unusual movement. I'm sure you could train it and get it probably as hard, but I think for most people, for me, I can tell you for sure, this elbow has more power.
I think any elbow in the face is going to be a big wake-up call if you've never had an elbow in the face.
It fucking sucks.
Yes.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Did you watch the Tyson Fury-Francis Ngannou boxing match?
Is it the one where he bit the ear off?
No, this is that's Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. That's from the 90s.
Fun fact, in the 90s, they started the PPV model. Who, you might ask? It's the big broadcaster who don't think about their end consumer. Not with iWatch Max, though. You will not pay per view. Instead, you will have access to everything you might wish for. UFC PPVs, boxing PPVs, latest movies, latest TV shows, football aka soccer, at no extra cost. So what are you waiting for? Scan this QR code or go to iWatchMax.com to check if you qualify.
So look at you, George St. Pierre, Elon, John Danaher, the great master, and Lex Friedman.
But like Lex is, I think he's got like 20% heavier than Zuck, and I'm way bigger than Lex.
Yeah.
That's why they have weight categories.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to talk to Danaher, the guy on the left? That guy's fascinating.
Yeah, no. Do
you know his history?
No, he's from New Zealand or something?
He was a professor of philosophy at Columbia.
Okay.
And fell in love with jiu-jitsu. Okay. Fell in love with it to the point where he was sleeping on the mats and teaching all day long. He's an obsessive. He is a real Kaizen disciple. And
he seems zen.
Oh, man. He is one of the most unique characters I've ever met in my life. Yeah. One of the most brilliant men I've ever met. And he's completely dedicated to jiu-jitsu. And he has raised through this, particularly this one disciple, Gordon Ryan. He's the greatest jiu-jitsu competitor of all time. Yeah. There's no question. And he's only 28.
Okay.
But he is universally regarded as the greatest of all time. And he is John's greatest student.
Okay.
And the two of them together, because Gordon has insane work ethic. They work 365 days a year. They do not take any days off. They train every day. That's Gordon to the right of John. with the crazy beard. He doesn't really have that hair. He bleaches it. But the two of them together are literally an unstoppable combination. He's a combination of gigantic, brilliant, and insanely dedicated with the most incredible instructor that's ever existed. John Danaher is universally regarded as the greatest jiu-jitsu instructor alive, and his student is universally regarded as the greatest jiu-jitsu competitor alive.
Yeah.
And it is because John is a guy out of a superhero book.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to find another one of those. A guy with a genius level IQ. I mean, you talk to him, he's fascinating. And he is obsessed with combat sports, warfare, like strategy.
Yeah.
Brilliant guy.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But no,
guy.
you see, I was impressed when I met him. There aren't very many ways to actually, if you stick to the rules of jiu-jitsu, like, for example, if you want to put someone in an arm lock, you have to be able to extend their arm. Mm-hmm. And if somebody is strong enough that you cannot extend their arm, then you're limited to
chokes,
and you can do an arm lock across the groin with both arms and legs. Gracie did upside down, and I think it was like the third UFC fight or something like that.
Yeah.
But he was pretty severely damaged.
That was when he fought Chemo, that enormous guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did upside down arm lock across the groin because he could not do an arm lock, a sort of sidebar arm lock. But after that, people were like wise to that move. So they were like, we're not going to be allow themselves to get an arm lock across the groin without. That was like a overconfidence, I think.
It was exhaustion. They fought like tooth and nail for something like 7 or 8 minutes. And Hoist survived and then eventually wore the guy. When you're a big steroided up guy like that too, the oxygen depletion, like the amount of oxygen your muscles require, you gas out pretty quickly when you're that big, unless you're insanely conditioned.
Yeah, but there's no way for him to do arm lock, like a single arm lock. He couldn't do it. Because
single arm lock.
If you try to do a lock on the side.
Get side control? From legs across your face? Is that what you mean?
No, if you try to do an arm bar on the side, one arm across the knee or across the thigh, you have to be able to extend the arm. So your triceps have to be able to exceed the strength of their bicep, is what it comes down to. But if you cannot exceed the strength of their bicep, then you will not be able to do an arm extension.
I'm not sure what are you talking about, like a Kimura, like a straight arm bar?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're talking about like with just the arms?